Yo ass better call somebody. One and only. I had to. We were just talking about him, you know what I mean? It's just like, which one am I going to do today? That one came to mind. All right, let's run with it. Nice. Oh, man. Yep. Eventually going to do a trivia to see, you know, which superstar we started this podcast with the theme of. But y'all got to keep watching to see when that begins.
Yeah, exactly, right.
You know what I mean? We want to get to a certain quota before we even start doing giveaways and stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. We are on episode 74 of Tough Talks with Tilly and Dablock. And I have to say it because I got the announcer voice. He is still the reigning, defending, undisputed, finally, champion of Tough Talks, because he called it all the way down the card. It was a 6-4 run. You know what I mean? So I guess now that we're talking about it, like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, maybe he didn't watch it. Maybe I could revel in it. Maybe I can just, you know, lick my wounds until tomorrow morning or some shit. You know what I mean? I look at my phone around 11:30. All I see is "and still" with the Miz, and I'm just like, oh fuck. I do the Intercontinental.
It was the second that the match ended that, like, we disagreed on. The last match we disagreed on ended. I was like, and still.
Yep. I can concede to defeat. I have no problem admitting it. I just, you know, I was just a little cheesed that for the last three pay-per-views before this one, it was a tie. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I dispute your championship if we tie. I understand the champion's rule or champion's advantage. But
it's good that you admit when you're wrong.
Yeah, I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I just don't like being wrong, so I'll make it try to seem like I'm not. It's just it's a natural reaction. I mean, like, look at some of the best personalities of our time. I mean, like,
starting that heel turn. We're starting to move to the double turn. We're gonna do Austin and Brett at Mania 13.
Oh man. We'll see how it goes. But speaking of Mania, WrestleMania Backlash, which just seems like a long title. Like, it just seems like
it gets worse for Hell in a Cell now.
Oh boy.
Because I don't know if you heard the new name of Hell in a Cell.
No, I most certainly did not.
Okay, well, give me a second here.
It's got to be better than Great Balls of Fire.
Hey, now, Great Balls of Fire was brilliant.
No, it was a sheer ripoff of Jerry Lewis. Sure.
Okay, so maybe this hasn't been announced yet.
Okay.
But they're giving Hell in a Cell a prefix. A multi-word prefix, though.
I'm still at the fact
called The Ultimate Show.
The Ultimate Show?
The Ultimate Show, Hell in a Cell. I hate it.
Why isn't Hell in a Cell happening at Halloween? Scratch that. Why
isn't Halloween Havoc happening?
Okay, that could be why Hell in a Cell doesn't happen around Halloween, because Halloween Havoc could happen, but like
it should happen, but it's not.
What in the natural diminished brilliance of creative writing is happening with the WWE? Like,
never mind. Apparently, that's not going to be the Hell in a Cell name. That is what they're doing. That is what they are calling the Hell in a Cell themed episode of The Bump.
Oh, okay. Because if they're to say like Hell in a Cell, like Devil's Night, okay, cool. Sell me that shit. Sell me that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Hell in a Cell, Final Fright. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's
Sell
the
me that
same as
shit. Nope.
yeah, same as a normal Hell in a Cell, but the D12 album Devil's Night is playing the whole time. Like,
You can't. Come on. You can't go wrong.
let's go.
Let's go. Let's make it happen. So, that's just a little.
Yeah. Thank God that's not happening. Sorry to scare you all.
Yeah, man, you had me going there for a second.
I
So,
I've been pissed about it for like 2 days.
What's that? No, I disagree. Vince McMahon like rant.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. This is Tough Talks with Tilly and the Block, episode 74. We're going over the WrestleMania Backlash predictions, and I got to shout out to Wyfinger as well as Liquid Fire Radio for syndicating us. Not sure about the schedule as yet, but we're still being syndicated, so that's dope. Yeah. So let's go over the WrestleMania Backlash results, shall we? All right. From starters for the pre-show, we have Sheamus defeated Ricochet in a singles match.
Surprising.
Like, it wasn't for the title, right?
Yeah, which did give it a Ricochet a better chance of winning, but not bloody likely.
Didn't turn out that way. No, didn't turn out that way.
And I don't remember because I just remember what he wore on Raw the night after. Is this motherfucker just wrestling in jeans now?
It looks like it. Yeah.
That's a bad look for Ricochet. That's weird.
I don't know if it's jeans or if it's just like black leotard type. Like
they're made to look like jeans though.
Jeggings. Yeah.
Yeah, they're jeggings, and that also bad jeans. I mean, bad weird. But yeah, Sheamus beat him, and then Ricochet decided to not only steal Shinsuke's new gimmick, but also steal Sheamus's clothes because he did what Shinsuke did when Shinsuke stole Corbin's crown. He took his hat and his jacket and left. Like that's too close to each other for that. So you know what I mean? I don't like that. It's strange writing.
Yeah, it's almost like, hey, that worked on SmackDown. Let's try it with a different character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 nights later on Sunday night.
Yeah. Oh man, Sunday night was a hell of a fight as Rhea Ripley defeated Asuka and Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship.
My girl Rhea. Yeah, this was a great match. Charlotte and Asuka have had chemistry for 3 years now working together. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte the last 2 years. So this was guaranteed to be a great match. They gave it 15 minutes, which is pretty good. I wish it would have got a little bit more time. I felt like they all could have got a couple more things off in that. But yeah, this was a pretty perfect match. It was one of the best of the night for
sure. Man, I liked it. It was a good. It wasn't a squash. It wasn't like they all did well with their moveset kind of thing, but it wasn't like too predictable in a sense. Like, oh no, she's gonna. Like the double. When I saw the double natural selection, I was like, she's not gonna. You know what I mean? But then it was just like, all right, cool. I see how you got that in there. You had to just throw that in there. Just, you know what I mean? They made everybody. I don't know how they made that work, but they made everybody look strong in that match.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, everybody came out of that match looking good. Nobody went out of it looking like they'd lost. And I mean, as we saw on Monday, doesn't seem like it's over yet because they had Charlotte versus Asuka with Rhea on the sidelines, which is the second time we've had that exact mixture in 2 weeks of Raw. They don't know how to move on from feuds.
Yeah, it lingers. It lingers. It's like they need to listen to the WWE universe more where it comes to that because I mean even Sheamus and Lashley starting to get tired. Not
What you
Sheamus
mean?
and Lashley, sorry. Lashley and McIntyre. Sorry,
You racist.
I forgot my own dude.
Don't
Like I
don't you
forgot
ever
the.
don't you ever confuse an Irishman with a Scottish bastard.
I don't even know how I made that slip,
I
bro.
will not stand for that.
I think I thought I'm looking at Sheamus on my Wikipedia list or something like that. Oh man, and oh
Yeah,
man,
no, I feel you with that. Lashley versus McIntyre is getting old.
yeah.
100%.
Mhm. Okay, we got up next history made as Rey and Dominic Mysterio defeated Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, the Dirty Dogs, in a tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Yep, we had our first ever father and son tag team champions in the history of the WWE. That's pretty cool. Um, and yeah, I mean, Dolph and Robert, I feel like over the last couple months have actually had a really nice kind of change of pace.
Mhm.
Like Dolph's not coming across as a whiner anymore, which is a good change. Like he's
Mhm.
not coming out saying it should have been me and blah blah blah. However,
Mhm.
now that they've lost the tag team titles, I can also see that potentially coming back. And if it does, you bet your ass you can tune into Tough Talks to Tully and the Block for me shitting on Dolph week after week again.
Mm. That's what changed.
Yep.
That's what changed. Oh man. Okay. Hold on. Oh man. Okay. So up next was it not Damien versus The Miz?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Damian Priest versus The Miz in a lumberjack match with a twist.
A zombie lumberjack match. Vince McMahon said, "Get me zombies," and they pulled some from Dave Bautista's new movie, which was pretty fun. Um, and had zombies surround the ring. At the end, the Miz appeared to be eaten by the zombies. And I haven't seen last night's Raw yet, but I haven't seen him back since. So the only logical thing I can think of is the Miz got eaten by zombies.
Well, I mean, it seems that's what they were going for.
No, no, no. What do you mean going for?
Like they're going for him looking like he was eaten by zombies.
Well, I'm saying he must have been eaten by zombies. Like he must have been eaten by zombies because I haven't seen him since.
No. Yeah, no. I think that's pretty much.
I think the Miz is the undead now.
Could you imagine if that was what they brought him back with the storyline as? Like he was normal Miz for a
You
bit?
can't do a storyline with the undead. They're undead. They don't take direction well. They're dead and then not dead, and trying to make you dead and then not dead.
Like
You can't put them in the ring with people now. They'll die.
exactly. Just put him in with the people you're gonna write off.
Oh, the Miz Zombie versus MVP.
Oh man, Miz Zombie.
Kill off MVP.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, he started great on me. I'm not gonna lie.
Montavious, bro. This motherfucker was great
Mm.
on you.
Yeah, yeah. He's just I don't know, like and I guess he's doing his job as a heel manager because
He
like
definitely
you're not
is.
really supposed to like a heel manager, but like
Yeah,
it's just like,
he's just
bro,
doing
like
his thing.
for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
but he's super hateable. Like he's
It,
ridiculously hateable.
Easy to hate. Like you look in his direction, and it's just like frustration. I don't
Oh
know if
yeah,
it's his fucking blinged out THB pendant that looks like it has more ice than a goddamn rinks in the NHL, or if it's just his expensive ass looking glasses that I'd never be able to, well, never want to buy because I'm too rough on my shit. I don't know. It's just it's just
he's unbearable. I hate him.
although what I do like about them is they make brothers look good. They make us look classy. They make us look. The other day I saw.
We'll get to classy when we get to the opening of Raw. We will get to classy when we get to the opening of Raw from last week, sir.
Definitely,
Because I've
definitely.
got something to say about that.
Oh man! And then we have to finalize the WrestleMania Backlash and the sweep. Well, not the sweep because I got some of them right, but Roman with I'm gonna say like everyone's favorite heel promoter or manager or chief counsel Paul Heyman and versus Cesaro for the Universal title.
Yeah. I mean, this was my prediction for match of the night. I think that was absolutely the case. Like they went hard. 27.5 minute long, and tons of false finishes. Cesaro looked great in this match. Like Cesaro comes out of this loss looking like $100 million trillion. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's the man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was definitely a good match. Like the gut buster, fucking. He brought back the gut buster.
Yep.
No, the suplex, second roll suplex.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Oh, I feel you.
Um, yeah.
Just to break the fourth wall, we both delayed the show a little bit because we were both eating lunch right before, so we both came in here full as fuck. We should both be passed the fuck out right now.
We should.
I fucking made a buffalo chicken mac and cheese, and
Oh my gosh.
like with like 2 boxes of fucking Annie's and a
Oh.
buttload of buffalo like chicken strips all chopped up and thrown through it, and like big M&M meats ones too, not the pussy little one. And so good.
Nice.
But I
I
am
had
so full. So,
I
if you
had
see us
like
both going, it's because
yep.
we got gas. Like it's.
Yeah, I just had a Delicio pizza with some garlic bread, and then like
See,
earlier I had some oxtail and some rice, or oxtail and some naan.
I didn't tell you, and I'll just tell you this right on the air. I had oxtail for the first time in like forever.
Yeah.
Like a week ago or so.
Okay.
I forgot how much I love oxtail.
Bro,
It's a pain in the ass to eat, but it's so worth it.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
That
the little, you can't leave any on it, and the
no.
grooves in those bones are fuckers. Like
Yep. Yep.
you gotta get
Yep.
you gotta have like a chopstick and go at it like a fucking like a silverback in the fucking woods trying to scoop out coconut and to make a there's a fucking stick in the dirt because like that shit is impossible.
Yep. Yep. And it's like you have to create like the perfect vacuum seal to like if there's one like if it's caught in the marrow of the bone too, you got to get a vacuum seal
Because
on
then you
that
got
to
to
get
get
it
that
out.
little piece, bite, and
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
I know what I'm doing with it, but I forgot for a second because,
Yep.
like I said, it had been a long time since I'd ordered oxtail, specifically for the reason we're talking about, where it can be a bit of a pain in the ass,
Yeah.
despite how fucking delicious and amazing it is. Like, it is
Yeah.
worth it, but my God.
Mhm.
I was just
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
oh my God.
Yep. 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 I'm telling you, it's dope, man. Dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
So.
But yeah,
Uh,
Roman Reigns versus Cesaro. I would love to see that feud carry on. However, it looks like from SmackDown we're getting continued Seth versus Cesaro.
mhm.
Seth seems to be helping Roman out a lot, which feels weird.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's kind of it's like shield, not shield.
Yeah,
Like
because they barely ever even really look at each other.
yeah.
It's weird. It's very
But
strange.
Like, he comes out, they look, they exchange glances. It's like he gets the okay, and then he just starts smashing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as we kick it over to Raw now. Drew McIntyre objected to being excluded from Bobby Lashley's open challenge one night after successfully defend. Oh, yeah. Open challenge. He didn't
Yeah.
like not being included.
No, it wasn't about the open challenge. And it wasn't something I didn't like. It was something I liked a lot. But I ain't classy. And I am not going to allow you to be like, oh, yeah, no. Lashley came out on Monday Night Raw with what can only be described as a hoe train. And I'm shocked nobody said it because unbelievable. But that is literally the first thing I thought of. I saw Lashley walking out with these pictures. I was like, it's a motherfucking hoe train. They better be. Godfather better be making money off of this fucking blatant gimmick fucking infringement.
Blatant.
Blatant.
You know what? It kind of flickered in my mind, but it didn't really flare. It just kind of, that looks familiar, but I can't quite place it.
The first sentence I thought of in my head was, that is what, the first thing I thought of was, how am I bringing this up on the podcast? And the only sentence I could think of was, what could only be described as a hoe train.
Yep. Could you imagine
Amazing.
the Godfather in today's society? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I wish the Godfather could do the Godfather gimmick right now. That'd be amazing. That would be so much more tolerable every week.
Madness. Okay.
But yeah, then Bobby Lashley said, "Oh, I'm gonna do an open challenge," and Drew came out and he got shut down by MVP and said, "Open challenge to anybody who's not Braun Strowman or you." And Drew got pissed. Lashley swung on him first, missed him, and then Drew clocked him one. So that fucking seems to be continuing, despite the actual amazing open challenge match we got later. And I say amazing only to say the result was amazing.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll get to that shortly. But before that, AJ Styles defeated Elias by disqualification.
Yeah, so these teams turned on each other now, fully. I guess, AJ and Omos would have to be the faces in this because it sure as shit is not Elias and Riker. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, will ever cheer out loud for Jackson Riker. Because to do so would be to imply that you are a Jackson Riker fan, which nobody wants to be seen as.
I'm telling you, if you want some Raw, or if you want the Tough Talk, you got to tune into Tough Talks with Tilly and the Blob. My dude pulls no punches. Oh man. So we guys, like, nobody likes you. You don't go here.
We don't.
Oh, that's great. Moving forward, Alexa's Playground with special guests Natalia and Tamina, the new Raw, or the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yeah. I think we talked about that, right? Because that was the SmackDown before Backlash. We had talked about that on Backlash Day, but yeah, they're awesome. They had a defense later in the night versus the former women's tag team champions Nia and Shayna. This was a weird ass segment. Obviously, it was Alexa Bliss with Lily, but it wasn't. It didn't feel like the right kind of weird. I don't understand why Alexa is obsessed with tag titles right now. She doesn't have a tag partner. Lily does not count. if she wins the belt with Lily, I'm gonna be angry. That's that's not happening.
What if she does some voodoo and turns Lily into a real person?
See, that would be gangster. If she turns like um my girl who hasn't been on TV and except for as a fucking lumberjack on Raw, uh, Alexa's old friend, Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross, yeah.
If she wants to turn Nikki Cross into Lily, that'd be cool. I'd like to see them as a team again, but with Nikki Cross doing more of a evil gimmick. But I don't want that. I'd like Alexa to be a singles person again because she's so good in singles competition and singles feuds. So I mean, yeah, it's very, very strange. What I don't want is for her and a doll to win the tag team titles. Like I said, if the doll turns into a human, that's fine. If the doll is a doll, I don't want it to win tag team titles. That's the same thing as Braun and that referee's kid.
I was gonna say, yeah. What would be better, the 10-year-old kid or the the puppet?
Same difference, as far as I'm concerned. Both 10-year-old children and dolls can leave me alone.
Oh man. For the record, ladies and gentlemen, he heavily buffered that statement. But moving on.
I was gonna say it can go in the trash.
He heavily buffered that statement. So. Oh man, that's great.
Kids are basically just walking creepy dolls, anyways.
In some ways, but
most
hey.
ways. See?
I can't argue. They're like the talking
He's a
ones.
father.
Yo, bro, listen, man. Sometimes my daughter will just sit there and look at me funny. It's just like, what are you doing? Nothing. Till their head
kids
and
are creepy.
Keep staring. Like, what are you doing?
Shout out to my cousin Sean, but his daughter is a fucking psychopath and is definitely gonna kill someone one day.
Oh my gosh, no. Actually,
I'm not even kidding.
I saw this one kid pick the feathers off of a bird. I was just like, yeah, you can't play with him anymore. You need to talk to your son.
This kid is definitely going to go like full fucking misery on someone and fucking tie him up in a bedroom, break their leg, and take care of him to try to make him love me.
Oh wow! It's like Stockholm syndrome.
She's nuts.
Oh man!
I see it in her little ginger face.
You can say that. I can't. Speaking of in the face, Drew Gulak took like what looks like a boot to the face twice over.
Oh yeah, double
when
boot.
He
it was beautiful.
When he faced Angel Garza in a one-sided assault on Raw.
Yeah, Drew Gulak got jobbed the fuck out to Angel Garza. There was no real turnaround. Like, it was all one-sided. Angel came in and just bashed the fuck out of him. It looks like they're trying to push Angel, which I'm all for it, because Angel Garza is the man. Love me the Lethal Lothario.
And he's
great
got that
too.
What?
Lethal Lothario.
Oh yeah, he's got the DiBiase moniker now with the rose instead of the money.
Yep.
Yeah, they should keep that. Keep that.
They should absolutely keep that.
Definitely keep that. Like when he beats them, just there you go. Here's the rose. Bam, hold that.
Yeah, he's the man. He should be undefeated for a while too. I think he should go on a streak right now of just bodying motherfuckers.
Believable, but yeah. But
and
he needs to have.
But like you said, to really push the gimmick of he leaves a rose on all of his victims. You know what I mean? Like he just yeah.
Yeah. And one thing I think one thing he needs though, he needs a strong match where he almost loses.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't want him
Strong,
to squash everyone.
yeah.
I wanted to have good matches with people, but I want him to win every match for like 3 months.
Okay. Then I don't want it to be against Kofi. All right. Speaking
No.
of which, speaking of Kofi, he defeated Randy Orton. I wonder if they're
In what was
reviving.
sure to be his only match of the night.
Oh man. Yeah, I thought so anyways.
Surely. Yeah, I mean, I thought so too. That's why I
Yep.
was so excited when it wasn't.
Yeah. I was just like, "Are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah, right. Yeah,
Right?
right." And then,
Coffee Mania.
you know what I mean? But we'll get to what really happened in a minute.
Yeah.
WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Natalya and Tamina defeated the former champs Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, due to, I guess we'll call it spookums.
Spookums.
Just like,
Yep.
fucking, uh, what's his name? The black dude, Reginald.
Reginald, all Spookums,
Reginald
yeah.
was coming up the steps, and Kane style, the fucking pyro goes off on the corner. He goes, "Whoa!" Got spooked and fell back.
Yeah.
That was, you know, why. Like, I guess is we get to like. My hope is that she really is out to fuck over Shayna Baszler specifically, and that it is going to be like a singles feud.
Okay,
Like maybe
okay.
she'll be the impetus of the breakup of Nia and Shayna Baszler, just trying to, separate and destroy.
That could be it. That
Just
could be
don't
it.
make the doll a champ.
Vince,
That's why they
bro, you know
cut.
how he is.
That's why they cut all those wrestlers recently, so that they could have a special little title made, and they're gonna put a bunch of money into CGI to make shit of it walking around wearing it.
Oh man, well we'll see. But United States champion Sheamus defeated Ricochet.
Surprise, surprise. Who would
Yeah.
have thought? Ricochet and Jeans loses again.
Mm. Yeah.
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 I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't understand why Ricochet never gets any good wins.
The best thing he had going for him was when he was running with Aleister Black. He had a little bit of a good streak after that, but then they just
I mean,
hooked the
yeah, the
dog on
best thing
this.
he had going for him was when he was fucking North American champion in NXT.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't had, yeah, other than what the small bit of the time that his tag team was good. But even then, the tag team with Aleister Black never really didn't work long term. It just dissipated. Like that was one of those things too. It just ended.
Yeah. Just,
Like no storyline reasons, no nothing.
well, speaking of storyline, this is interesting that they're continuing this one. Asuka defeated Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. There was a little segment backstage earlier in the night where Charlotte was talking to um, Pierce and Sonya, and but she like kind of cut in between her and Mandy and Dana, or two called
Orange Glow.
Orange Glow.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro.
Just
Like
daggers. So ruthless. So ruthless.
What can I say? You're rubbing off on me.
Yeah. And who was the other ones over there? Oh, Naomi and
Lana.
Lana, who were in identical matching outfits that was just fucking adorable. Like literally made out of the same same clothing. It looked like just bandanas sewn into shirts and pants.
Yep. Dope look still.
It was fire. I love those two. But yeah, then Charlotte came backstage, and I swear to God, out loud, I said, "Stay away from the tag team division, you fucking bitch."
Oh shit!
This never ends well.
I can hear that. Cause why is she fighting her former tag team partner? Like, where's Raw and their writing, bro? Like, oh yeah, let's be friends, and then let's argue, and then let's fight, and then let's get along, and then let's fight. Like,
it's
there are so many people on the roster.
Every time. Yeah.
So many people.
Yeah, so many. It's dumb. I hate this. I hate what Raw's doing lately. It's been a pretty poor show.
Like, they have a few good matches, but the rest of it's so downtrodden with talking, and like, you shouldn't have to talk for 40 minutes to set up the match. Give it a good 10-15 minute talk, lay the SmackDown, and then keep on pushing. But
you're making it suffer. Like, it's just not. It's not cutting it.
No. Oh man, but Damian Priest seems to be pushing forward because he defeated John Morrison in a lumberjack match with regular lumberjacks this time.
Yeah, humans, living human beings, not dead, undead in the sense that they were not dead to begin with.
That's arguable. That's arguable.
Yeah, Benjamin been alive. That Indian guy in the corner of the shot there.
Not Arya.
Pretty sure he's alive still too.
Isn't that Mansoor? Isn't that Mansoor?
Yes, yeah, it is, because I remember them saying Mansoor's name.
Yeah.
At one point, Johnny Drip kicked him in the face. But yeah, I mean, this is once again great match. Damian Priest and John Morrison are both incredible in-ring technicians. Damian Priest is just he seems to get better every single week. I love this kid. I hope he gets a lot of opportunities moving forward, and I think he will, because he did so well with the Bad Bunny stuff.
Yeah.
So he's great, and I hope he gets a push to like a IC or a US title.
Damian Priest is a good example of how they could use NXT talent. You bring them in, you put them on with someone, you give them a good what's it called? Good series, good saga, good storyline.
Yep.
And then you just, you build up from there. And then you kind of slowly fizzle out until you find something else. Not just, like Keith Lee. I know he's had his issues, but like, where's my dude at?
Yeah, Keith Lee's been off TV for like months.
Like, I think they should bring him back as a heel. He should go he should go right for whoever's holding the title.
Him and Mia Yim should come in as heel husband and wifey.
Yeah. but yeah, definitely. They gotta pair them up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got the final match of the evening, which was the second match for one of them. Kofi Kingston defeated Bobby Lashley. But it wasn't for the title. Dun, dun, dun.
So bullshit.
So bullshit. Who was it? MVP. I don't remember saying anything about the title. I don't see Pierce out here. He didn't say anything about the title. Did you say anything about the title? I was like, no.
That's what an open challenge means. You goddamn know it, MVP. Fuck you, Montez. I hate you.
You know what I mean, though? Like, come on now. Come on now.
Bitch. Which means he's doing his job. But yeah, really good shit. Great match. It was very short. Like it was like under 8 minutes. And it ended with MVP was gonna hit Kofi with his cane. Drew McIntyre showed up, took said cane, hit Lashley with it. Lashley got rolled up, and 1, 2, 3. Which I don't know what happened last night, but I'm pretty sure I saw that they were doing Kofi versus Drew McIntyre for a number 1 contenders match.
No spoilers here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not wrong, and true to WWE's nature, there was definitely an interesting finish to that. Okay. But as we move to SmackDown, the results from May 21st, 2021, the Parade of Champions turned chaotic in honor of the announcement that WWE is returning to live events. And how did Sonya Deville end up as an official in the WWE? How did this happen? Like, she went from, like, when? Like, how?
I mean, it just, that's how it works over there. But she's doing a great job. I think she's killing it in the role. I'm just happy to see her on TV every week. I love Sonya Deville.
Put your hair up and square up.
Yeah, this was mostly cringy though. I kind of just hated it. Like it was just her introducing all the champions on their brand. And I was like, yeah, you have the same number of champions as fucking the other brand. Fucking dummy, like what are you bragging about? And then as she got to Apollo Crews and said that Apollo Crews would be defending his title that night in the Fatal 4-Way, blah blah blah. Apollo Crews gets a mic and goes, "Excuse me, let me correct you." He said, "I will be retaining my Intercontinental title." And I fucking died. I was like, man. All right, Apollo, you got me on that one. That's fucking brilliant. That is well played, sir. That's all right. I like that. Then Paulie came out and informed everybody that they were not champions on the stage. They were all simply title holders. And that the true champion of the company was the head of the table, who would not be in this parade of title holders. Yeah, that guy right there.
Yeah, man. I was glad they brought back the head of the table shirt because I was about to buy the Acknowledge Me.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good segment. Paulie came out and killed it, obviously.
Yeah.
Said he was the preeminent champion of all sports entertainment, which I like because it is totally a dig at Kenny Omega, who is currently champion in 3 different organizations.
Wow. Really? Oh man.
Yeah, Kenny Omega is the TNA World Champion. He is also the which you know who he beat for the TNA World Title?
No.
What's his name? Rich Swann.
Rich Swann? Oh shit.
Rich Swann, yeah, Kenny Omega beat Rich Swann for the Impact World Heavyweight title.
Rich Swann was the Impact champion?
He was the Impact champion, yeah.
Holy shit. I haven't heard of that guy for a minute still.
Yeah, not since he beat up his girlfriend.
No. No. They did good rebranding him. Oh, man.
I mean, rebranding or letting everybody forget who he was.
They call that rebranding. But,
okay.
Oh, man. Okay. So then we got Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Bayley defeating SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair and WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Natalya and Tamina.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this was the chaos they were talking about, was because at the end of the last segment, Bailey came out and said that basically shit on every champion on the stage. Said that she doubled down on what Paulie said. Said, none of you are champions. You all suck. And she's like, Dominic, you have fun getting to that title on your daddy's coattails? And Ray, you've overworn your welcome here. Like, just real dopey mean girl shit.
Wow, savage.
Yeah. And then the ghost of Teddy Long said, player, 6-man, player, 6-man tag, player. And a 6-man player, tag team player, did they play?
Oh shit.
So yeah, I mean,
no, hold on. I need a second. That dude just goes. They said the ghost of Teddy Long just said, player, 6-man tag, player. Let's go. Oh shit!
My favorite part was, and a 6-man player tag team. Did they play a play?
Did they play a play? This is Tough Talks with Tilly and Dablock, ladies and gentlemen. You get the Tough Talks about Raw, SmackDown. NXT is one of the things that we want to talk about, but y'all would be here for an extra hour and a half. So just make sure you tune in to that every Tuesday now at 8 p.m. on USA. It is two of the best hours of wrestling you'll ever see, sports entertainment. Tonight it's Balor versus Cross for the NXT Championship. I think that might be my next title purchase. I'm not 100% sure.
The NXT title?
The NXT title. I'm not 100% sure though.
I do. I love the NXT title. I'm torn between the OG NXT title and the current one. Like, I love the current one, but there's something about that sick OG one with it's just leather strap with the and big X,
the big X, yeah,
and then the little things on the side, but like no changeable place. It's just old school, heavy gold looking. Like that was, I fucking love that belt.
See me, I have to get the side plates.
And then Paige had to have all those pictures leak of the NXT Women's title getting defaced by Brad Maddox. No, Brad Maddox. Even worse. Just the NXT Women's title covered in Brad Maddox baby butter.
Oh man.
All over the fucking internet. And then literally the next day there's a new NXT World and Women's title belts.
Yeah. We could try to say I didn't influence these ones, but as long as the plates are changeable, motherfucker, you can thank the block.
Whatever got us there.
Whatever got us there. Oh man. So next up we had, let me get this here. Next up we had Shinsuke defeating King Corbin. Yo, I gotta jump ahead a second before I forget. Okay. Yo, Seth Rollins is making me want to step up my sport coat game.
Oh, the one that he had at Backlash, which was he was literally dripping in, like it was the actual drip paint on it.
Yes, the white, and it had like the purple and the red and the like the yellow and the different. Oh, it was mocking.
Oh. It's a disgusting, beautiful jacket. I love that jacket. It looked like something Bruce Buffer would wear.
You know what I mean? Like,
it looks sexy. I love that jacket. I want that jacket.
He's got a Steve Harvey on. That's what he does. Like Seth Rollins needs to.
Steve Harvey. Man, Steve Harvey wears motherfucking like Old Navy, not even Old Navy, fucking Salvation Army jackets. That motherfucker's suit game is whack.
What do you mean, bro? Steve Harvey's suit game was on point, bro. My dude has some of the nicest suits. It's not like Don Cherry had some of the wildest suits.
Bruce Buffer has fly-ass suits. I'm putting it out there. In all the sports. Bruce Buffer has the flyest suits, followed very closely by Seth Rollins.
I know the wildest suit coats I've seen in sports is Don Cherry's. That's the wildest.
Oh, like, that motherfucker just wore like whatever plaid thing he found and had it made into a suit.
Yep.
But like,
what's that?
Steve Harvey suits barely even look fitted. Steve Harvey suits look like they're like he thinks he's gonna grow an extra inch.
Yeah, yo, he's got to fit all that swag in there.
Like, motherfucker, you ain't getting taller. You're 56 years old. Shut up.
I got you, Steve. Don't worry about it. I got you. So back to Shinsuke and King Corbin.
Yeah. Let's just talk about the real star of this segment, Rick Boogs.
Oh, now you're onto him, eh?
Oh, that's my boy. Never didn't love him, not even for a second. Rick Boogs, who is like he's been an indie wrestler and stuff like that under different names. He was also the guy who played Joe Average.
I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah, he was Joe Average who won the 24/7 title that one time.
Yep.
For like a second. But yeah, he's now back as like a comedy metalhead guitar player gimmick, and I'm here for it. I love it. He's fucking weird. He can't play worth shit.
Like he
can't play worth shit, and his guitar wasn't even tuned. But he was hitting most of the notes properly. Like it was just good enough to be funny. Like, and he was just he's fucking got a flying V guitar that he's holding the neck straight up and just fucking speed tremolo picking the one string.
Yep. Just giving her. He was giving her on that.
Giving her. Oh, it was awesome. God. At first, when I saw him, I didn't recognize him. I was like, "What band is this guy from?" Because I'm never listening to it. Like, if this is the guitar playing, I'm not listening to this guy's band. And then I like looked him up, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, "Joe!" Like, I fucking remember you motherfucker. Yeah, brilliant shit. It was awesome. And he also when Shinsuke won and stole the crown again, he ran all the way around the ring with his flying V guitar still on his shoulder, just booked it all the way next to Shinsuke, and immediately started playing the guitar again.
Yep, kicked it.
The part that really turned me on him wasn't even the thing he did. It was when it cut to Pat McAfee air guitar humping Michael Cole's shoulder.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm warming up to McAfee. His voice
I love McAfee.
He's got that pretentious rich guy voice. That
he's a shithead.
Oh yeah,
he's an awful human being. I love him for it.
Like,
he's a real piece of shit.
Yep. How do you break your toe doing a moonsault, bro? Come on now. Come on now. Like more power to you for me. More power for you to be able to do the moonsault. I mean, I'm 285. I don't see myself doing that. But like, bro, don't get me wrong. I will. Y'all give me my WWE moment, and if you want to teach me how to do a moonsault in a ring controlled environment, by all means, holla at your boy, the Block. He's here. I'm hurting anyways. Why not hurt for a good reason? I want my WWE moment, damn it. Okay. So that being said, Cesaro challenged Roman Reigns to a Universal title rematch.
Yeah, and while he was challenging him, the only real thing that happened in this was Seth Rollins came flying out with that, once again, just drippy, beautiful fucking suit jacket. Those skulls on it, fire.
Yeah, like colorful
They're like
skulls.
Dios de la Muertes fucking skulls. And I fucking love it.
Yeah.
He attacked him. So we're gonna get more Cesaro versus Seth. I'm okay with that. With that. Like those two have amazing chemistry. They've been wrestling each other since before either of them were even on the WWE's radar at all, like in the independents. Since Seth Rollins was something black. But yeah, I mean, I'm down for that feud, especially because I don't see Cesaro. I don't see them giving Cesaro the title win over Roman. So might as well not waste his time in like that feud for longer. Get him into something else that moves him along, so that when there's a new champion or something like that, we can get a real fucking feud in there with him.
Okay. So who do you see as Roman's next potential
like actual threat?
combatant? Yeah.
That is a good question.
We'll give you a minute to think about that and go on to the next match.
Yeah.
All right. Dominic Mysterio versus Robert Roode ended with a victory for the Mysterio.
Yeah. Dom versus Robert Roode. He hit him with basically all of his dad's moves, basically backing up what Bailey said about him earlier in the show.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look at the SmackDown roster to get my bearings. But the kid's good. Like, there's no denying it. Dominic knows his way around a fucking wrestling ring. He can definitely do it by himself. So when and if him and Ray like lose the titles or whatever, / Ray's got to go, Dominic's going to be around for a bit, I think. I do still hope we get Dominic versus Ray for Ray's final feud.
Yeah,
I think Ray's final feud should be father versus son.
That'd be a sweet send off. Because wouldn't it be the first father versus son feud?
Probably. Oh no, because Kevin. I mean,
no,
Vince
Shane and Vince. Shane and Vince. Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, the last match was Apollo Crews defeated Kevin Owens, Big E, and Sami Zayn in an Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way match.
Yeah, I mean, this match was amazing. They gave this match a lot of time. I'm okay with Apollo retaining his belt. I like Apollo. This new character is growing on me a little bit more every week. The more ridiculous shit he says and does and emphasizes. I'm here for it. And we got, we officially are moving on, it looks like, from from Big E and Apollo. Because that feud's been going on for fucking months.
Looks like it's going to be Big E and Aleister Black.
Yeah. Aleister Black showed up just like Big E was getting back in the ring and the light started dimming. And then Aleister Black came out, hopped in the ring, hit him with a black mask, and fucking dropped to his back, rolled out of the ring, and Big E got pinned 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Apollo Crews retains. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens should be it's cliche, but fight forever. Like, let's just have them fight forever. They fight each other better than anybody in the world. So let's just always have them versus each other. And then Apollo can move on to Cesaro. Get Cesaro to beat Apollo for the IC title when it's time.
Okay. Yep.
And as for who I see as the next, like, an actual scary competitor for Roman, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not many. I mean, I think the next feud for him is Jimmy.
Okay.
Especially because Jimmy's trying to get Jay out of Roman's control and set up a tag team match with the Street Profits for them coming up on this week's SmackDown. So, I mean, we'll see. Like, I think that's going to be his next feud. I don't think Jimmy's going to take the belt off of him necessarily, but I think Jimmy will get the moral victory and getting his brother out of his control, hopefully. I mean, shit. Fucking Big E would be an amazing choice. Like, I would love to see Big E beat Roman for the title. That'd be amazing. Kevin Owens, that'd be fun. But I mean, yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. But other than that, like, it is crazy. It doesn't seem like that many wrestlers on, at least listed on the website for official SmackDown superstars.
Yeah, maybe they'll have to bring someone in just to stir it up.
Yeah.
So, what's going on in the UFC? And for those of you who are still tuned in, make sure you check our quips and our quotes on twitter.com/toughtalkspod. I'm trying to get on there more often, but it's just like life keeps happening to me. So, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, with UFC, there's not too much. We've got a week off this week. There's no fights till June 5th, so next Saturday. And that's just a fight night. So it's a free card. Jairzinho Rosenstrike versus Augusto Sakai. Walt Harris versus Marcin Tybura. Roman Dolidze versus Moreno Strapoli. There's Ponzinibbio versus Beza and Tom Breeze versus Arroyo. There's some good fights on there, just no big names. But the week after that, we have UFC 263, where we have 2 title fights. We've got the very active Israel Adesanya defending his middleweight title against Marvin Vettori. We've got Davis and Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno, the rematch. They had a fight end of last year that went to a majority draw, which means Davison kept his title. And
what do you? Whoa! Hold on a second. Why did you just transition that statement so fluidly, as if to insinuate a point you were trying to make? I just want to understand that.
I don't know what you mean.
I just look at me straight in the face. Okay, all right. Okay, I just wanted to understand. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so they had an incredible fight, probably the best flyweight fight that we've ever seen in the history of mixed martial arts. Last year, went to a draw. The rematch is scheduled for 2 weeks from this Friday. And then we also have Leon Edwards versus Nathan Diaz. Big old Nate Diaz coming in at welterweight to fight Leon. Leon, his last fight was the fight against Bilal Muhammad, where that ended with the eye poke in the second round. Damian Maia versus the aforementioned Bilal Muhammad, surprisingly enough. And then we've got Paul Craig, aka, and I'm not kidding, this is his actual nickname that gets actually said out loud through an actual microphone every time he fights. The Bear Jew, Paul Craig.
That borders on racist, but hey.
If he wasn't a Jew.
I mean, is the guy who says it a Jew? Because do they have that Do they have that agreement?
Well, it's his nick. Yeah, it's his nickname. He's the one who gave himself that nickname.
Okay.
But yeah, Paul the Bear Jew Craig, who is like he's awesome. He's a crazy fighter. He's fighting Jamal Hill at light heavyweight. That is going to be a great fight. Hill is 7-0 with 2 no contests. Paul Craig is 14-4 with 1 tie, with 1 draw.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be a big fight card. 263. The prelims are pretty good as well. We've got Hakeem Dodudu, we've got Lauren Murphy, Eric Anders, and Drew Dober all on the prelims, so that'll be good too. And the big one next month, we've got July 10th, UFC 264. That is Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor 3.
Oh, is that the rubber match?
Yeah, it's a rubber match. They're 1-1. Both have victories by knockout, by TKO.
Ooh, they're going fligging for the fences now.
Yeah, so this is going to be crazy. We've also got Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson on that.
Yep.
And so far, those are the only 2 big fights that we have listed. But we'll be getting a lot more on them very shortly after.
Okay. So that, by the sounds of it, is your Tough Talks wrap up at 1 hour and 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Oh my goodness! So we got all 3 major entities crammed into one. Plus, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW, Ring of Honor on TNA are also other indie type. I say indie type are other brands of sports combat that you can catch while on the search for sports combat, etc. Yeah. Check us out, Tough Talks Pod on Twitter. Also, if you want to ask us any questions, Tough Talks, contact us, TillyandTheBlock@gmail.com. That's TillyandTheBlock@gmail.com. Hello, Fallon. How are you doing? WrestleMania isn't my thing, but I do think the belts are fab. Yes, they are. Definitely. I gotta do better checking. Gotta do better checking these chats. But yeah. Don't worry. It's just for another 3 weeks. I will be coming back for
mop the floor again.
Listen, man, you got lucky at WrestleMania, and your luck carried over for Backlash. It's all that it was.
It ain't luck when you're perfect, baby.
Okay, you were perfect this time. Remember, this started with me winning. I won first. I am the inaugural title holder. So, history has been made. This is true. I would be. Wait, hold on. Longest reigning, yes. Most victories, okay, 2, because there's
also,
2, 3 draws. Yeah, but we have 2 draws, 2, 3 draws.
Are victories.
No, those are draws.
Those are victories.
No, those are victories by default, but they are draws. Yeah. It's like
2 greatest words in the English language, baby. Default.
All right. True. Well, we'll let the viewers decide.
Fuck them.
Oh man, you see, and the messed up part is he's probably the one y'all picked for the title holder. Look what he's saying now. Look what y'all done got yourselves into.
Only makes them love me more.
I'm telling you, it's a weird system.
Yeah, the best.
All right.
Around.
Oh man, so you know where we at. You know where we'll be. Tune in to us for the 1, 2, 3.
Ding ding.